Sky Masterson.
What's wrong?
What's the trouble?
See, my heart, it's heavy with sin.
Oh, you poor man.
See, I've wasted away my life with evil betting and gambling, and I've just now suddenly come to realize what terrible things it can lead to.
Agatha, please read your things.
Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Possibly. I've been wandering around trying to build up the courage to come in here.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Gladly. I would never have become a gambler had I not fallen in with evil companions that were always pulling me into sucker bets.
Here, young man.
Thank you. I feel better just talking to you people.
Well, you keep on talking, Sister Sarah, and you'll be just fine. I'm glad you found us.
Thank you.
Now, what is this? Seek and ye shall find.
That it does, brother.
We are out every day, trying to find more sinners like you.
Why don't you try the nighttime?
How's that?
Well, being a former sinner myself, I know that the best time to find them is between the hours of midnight and dawn.
Very good suggestion indeed. Thank you, Brother Masterson.
You're welcome.
Coffee is so good, I can't understand why it isn't a sin.
Fine, old gentleman. I suppose he sort of looks after you.
We look after each other?
Of course. And if one goes someplace, the other goes along?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Here are 2 pamphlets I think you should read. They will be a great deal of comfort to you.
Thank you.
And there will be a prayer meeting on Thursday, which I'm certain you will wish to attend.
I'm sure. Miss Sarah, I hope you do not think me out of line in saying this, but it's great to see a pretty young nice-looking lady like yourself, sacrificing herself for the sake of others. Here in this place, I suppose you don't travel much.
I would like to go to Africa.
That's a bit far, but there's plenty of wonderful places just a few hours away from New York by plane. You ever been in a plane?
No.
It's wonderful.
Here's another pamphlet I think you should read.
Thank you. But I'm going to need more personal help. See, my heart's as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gullet.
I will be speaking at the prayer meeting on Thursday.
I was thinking more private lessons. How about we have dinner?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
I'm sorry, just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. Hey, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
That verse. It's not Proverbs, it's Isaiah.
It's Proverbs.
There's no peace unto the wicked. Isaiah chapter 57, verse 21. Isaiah?
Isaiah.
2 things been in every hotel room in the country. Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. I've probably read the good book 10 to 12 times.
You've read the Bible 12 times?
What's wrong with the Bible? In my profession, the strangest information comes in handy quite often. I once won 5 G's in a parlay. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
I told you, I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Lying's a sin, isn't it? Look, I'm a big sinner, and the odds are 8 to 5 that others will follow. You need sinners, don't you?
We're managing.
Let's be honest. This mission here, it's laying an egg. Let me help you out. I bet that I could fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
Let me make you a proposition. I guarantee I can fill this place with a dozen or so sinners, and I can furthermore guarantee that they will sit still and listen to you. When's that big meeting of yours? Thursday? All right. So how about my bet? I mean my proposition.
And what would my end of the bargain be?
Have dinner with me.
Why would you want to have dinner with me?
I'm hungry. Here.
What's this?
My marker. Sky Masterson's marker. If you don't think it's good, ask anybody in town. I owe you 12 genuine sinners. I'll pick you up at noon for dinner.
At noon?
It'll take us a few hours to get there.
To get where?
My favorite restaurant.
And where would that be?
El Cafe Cubana in Havana.
El Cafe Cubana, Havana?
Where do you want to eat, Howard Johnson's?
Havana!
Yeah, Havana. Plane gets us there in a few hours, we eat, gets us back in the same night.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, when you were describing the blackness of your heart, you did not do yourself justice.
And I now realize, Sergeant, Miss Sarah, that as beautiful as a sergeant may be, she is still a sergeant.
Please go away.
Why don't you change your pitch, Sarge? Come to the mission, one and all, except for guys. I hate guys.
I do not hate anyone.
Except for me. Well, I'm glad to hear that it's only me personally, and not all guys in general. It's also good to know that somewhere out in the world there's a man that might appeal to the sergeant. I wonder what he'll be like.
He will not be a gambler.
I'm not interested in what he will not be. I'm interested in what he will be.
Don't worry. I'll know. For I've imagined every million, from his strong moral fiber to the wisdom in his head, to the homely aroma of his pipe.
You have wished yourself a Scarsdale Galahad, the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers tie.
Yes, and I shall meet him when the time is by.
So you got this guy all figured out?
I have.
Down to what he smokes. All figured out, huh?
All figured out.
And you'll know at a glance by the two pair of pants. Mine shall come as a surprise to me. Mine I'll leave to chance and chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. And suddenly I'll know when my love comes along. I'll know then and there. I'll know at the sight of her face how I care, how I care, how I care. Then I'll stop and I'll stare and I'll know. And sight of her face I'll know. In my heart I'll know. Long before we can speak. Am I wise? Am I smart? Then I'll stop and I'll stare at that face in the throng. Yes, I'll know when my love comes along. When my love comes along. I'll be back tomorrow so you can have a swipe at the other cheek.